Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back again doing your mid-March 2016 monthly tarot horoscopes. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Sagittarius. And, my update is that I am going to be phasing out my mid-month readings. Okay, so for those of you who are, messaging me saying, where's the mid-month reading? Chances are it's not going to be up. It's not going to be posted because I've decided that going forward I'm really not going to be doing a lot of them. I may continue to do a few as time permits, but I am focused on doing a whole bunch of other different videos and doing more series type stuff, and it's just one of those things that I just won't really have much time for. But I decided to do these at the last minute, and I was like, okay, people have requested, back by popular demand, I'm doing these. They've requested me to do these, so I am. So another thing I am telling everyone is, I got a comment from someone which was, very disturbing to me. And it was saying, basically accusing me, saying that they didn't feel I was tuned into the reading, or that I cared about what I was doing anymore, or that, basically that I was doing it for just the money, And I want to address that because it's important to me to let everybody know that when I started these videos, I had no idea that I was going to be doing this full time as a business. I was working at a desk job, which was unfulfilling, okay? Hating every single minute of my life, okay? Honestly, I just was not happy. And when I started doing these videos, it really just, I got really excited because people were contacting me from all over the world asking me to do private readings, and that's the case. People contact me from all over the world, and it gave me this kind of like refreshed perspective on life. It made me feel like what I had to say mattered. It made me feel like it just made me feel like a sense of fulfillment and a great reward for many, many, many years of struggle, and not trying to figure out what I was meant to do. And and also, 8 years of practicing tarot where I really didn't get to use it as much as I really wanted to. And now it's like I get to use it every day. And to me, it's fun. I don't even really think of it as work. I mean, I have my own business, but it feels like I'm not working, because it's fun to me. And so there are times where it is draining. And if I felt drained or whatever before a reading, I wouldn't do a reading. I would tell somebody I don't have the energy for it. I can't do it. I'm very honest about where I'm at with things and straightforward, and I do these videos because they're fun for me, and because I do feel people, especially people who maybe not be able to afford like a full reading, really get a lot out of them, and they're entertaining, and this is for entertainment purposes, and so I do care very much about my clients and my subscribers and my followers, and I want everybody to know that. And this is my, this is my business. So, I wouldn't ask people, why do you go to work every day? Because obviously they do, need to pay their bills and whatever. But I just think of these videos as fun for me, and also because I feel like a lot of people appreciate them. And if people did stop appreciating them or just stop feeling like they're getting out, I'll stop posting. I almost didn't post my Leo video. Okay, and I want to warn people about this because there may come a time where I decide that the energy is too toxic and it's not something I want to promote. And I almost felt that way for Leo. So if you're in a relationship with Leo, be forewarned that there's a lot of toxic stuff going on, okay, really. And you're like, you don't need to tell me, like I already know. But I'm telling you this now because there may come a time in which I decide not to post certain videos because I feel like they're too toxic. But and I won't redo it. If I feel like that's the energy and there's nothing that I can do, then I won't redo it. If I feel like there is like a different message, then I'll redo it. But I don't redo videos because it takes a lot of time to keep redoing videos. just willy-nilly. I may redo a video because of the lighting, which is constantly, I am doing that a lot, but that's really the reason. So I am saying that. So anyways, to refresh you, this is for everyone with their sun and sun or moon in Sagittarius. And I am just going to lay out the spread here for you. Let's just see what you guys get. Now, for those of you who want to have a private reading with me, it's very easy to book. It's basically a 3-step process. You email me, ElizabethOlson31@gmail. Let me know a day and time that works for you. And then I'll confirm it and send you an invoice. You'll pay it, and then you'll call me or Skype me at the time of the reading. It's very easy. I do have a website, it's oracledaphne.com. Definitely check it out. There is a calendar page. Please do not post on that calendar because I do not get notified when you are posting that. So please refrain from posting on there, okay? That's not how to book. You book through my email. You need to email me, ElizabethOlson31@gmail.com. Okay, so I've talked enough here. You have several cards here that are very intense. I want to say the energy here is very, very like intense. Like what's crowning you is, so what's going on in the mid-March feels like it's just going to continue. It might get better and then get worse again. It feels like a pattern. It feels like the situation that you're in isn't going to be improving in the long term. It's just going to kind of get to a point where you have to do something different. Some of you may be going through divorce because you do have the Justice card. You have the Judgment and the Justice card together in the center of the reading. To me, that is a divorce. Period. That is final. That is a breakup. That is final. That is there is no getting back together after that. There just isn't. You may want to, and I see you wanting to, but it just won't happen. So you do have the Judgment card in reverse, which is very, very positive, but it's because it's a positive legal thing. But you have the Justice crossing it. So I feel like it's sort of modified, okay? So I'm going to talk about that. So in the upright, you got the Judgment. Okay, that's what it looks like in upright, but it's reversed. So to me, again, it's just the card in reverse. But I wrote on it. It says resolution of all legal issues. This is starting over again in life and celebration of a new life path. Focusing. The focus is going to be more on fun and music and beauty. Okay. Everything that's, legal coming to an end after a long period of waiting, okay? So that's the card. And crossing it is the Justice card, which is a card about karma. And it is a legal resolution and things working out. So I feel like if you've been waiting for divorce, you're getting your divorce. However, it's not necessarily going to be a 50-50 situation. I don't feel like it's going to be an easy... It's going to be easy because you have the 8 of Swords crowning you, which is restriction, okay? You may have been waiting for someone to get a divorce, okay? Or you may, again, I feel like for strongly, this is you because, it's you in the center of everything. So, for most of you, it's you getting a divorce, you starting fresh, you starting on a new life path, you going off on a journey in a positive direction. That's the path that you're on. However, because you have the Justice card crossing you, and it's karma, things don't necessarily end up fair the way we want, okay? So I want to modify it. I'm going to say it's modified. The freshness of the Judgment card in the reverse, which is a really, really positive card, is modified by this kind of bitter... I want to say there's like a bitter aftertaste, okay? So this is like, yes, you get your divorce, but do you get everything you want? No. Do you have to either give up your house or give up something or give up a property or give up one of the cars or give up whatever it is, some kind of control? you're not going to get everything you want out of it, okay? There's some element where there's going to be an element of loss some way, somehow. And I'm saying that because I do feel like it is very, very positive, and I'm not trying to sound negative here, but it's just a kind of bitter aftertaste. And that's the way karma works. So if you were, say, expecting to get, I don't know, $500,000 from your divorce, okay? It may not be that much. It may be more like $300,000. I do feel like there's money that you're getting out of it. There's going to be some money. I do feel like finances are positive in this regard. I don't feel like it's going to be like, you know, I don't see any major loss cards here, but because of the eclipse, universe is taking something away. I feel like what's getting taken away is you going on and on, like being in a legal situation forever. Now, for some of you, this is a legal situation that's gone on for a really long time. You maybe have gone through a really hard lawsuit that's gone on for a really, really, really long time, and it's finally coming to an end. But it's not necessarily, you didn't necessarily get everything you wanted, and it didn't make it necessarily worth it, okay? Because what you had to go through was really, really hard. There's patience too. There's this element of feeling stuck for whatever reason, feeling like you're alone, feeling like you're not able to do what you want. It's not good when a Sagittarius feels restricted, because Sagittarius is part, you know, human, part horse, and the horse part is that need to run, that need to be free, that freedom element. So it could be that, you know, you were kind of tied down in a relationship. You felt very restricted in a relationship. And now in mid-March, there's this need for freedom calling, and you get out of it. You break free in some way, because you do have the Four of Wands, which is the joy card. It is also a card about children. It is also a card about happiness, and it is a card about good news. I feel like good news. So in a way, the restrictions you may not feel restricted for too long, okay? Maybe, okay, that's modified by these other cards. So again, there's these things. To me, it's kind of a tricky reading, because the Judgment and the Justice together modify each other, and it could go either way. But I feel primarily it's where you get something that you want, but not everything, okay? You might get actually very little in some cases of what you want, but you get it done. It's finally done, and it's finally over with, and you can move on. The Four of Wands modifies the Eight of Swords in the sense that there's so much joy in the future compared to this dismal, dark cloud kind of hanging over your head energy, which is right now when you're watching this. So you're watching this now, give it a week or so, the sky's going to open up again, the sun's going to shine again, and you're going to feel like, you know, maybe back to your old self, and you may be very, very positive news. You may have been waiting for a divorce to finalize for some time. This is my feeling, you know, and it's just like, you're just like ready to be over it, and you do get over it. You do get to that point where you finally get it to go through, or you get something to happen. For those of you who don't like have any major legal stuff going on, this can be just you starting off in a fresh direction with your life. It can be also kind of trying to make a decision about things. The Eight of Swords can just be feeling like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, kind of having that attitude. From past things, people can have that attitude. My suggestion is don't have that attitude. You also may be talking to a psychic or medium too about things to try to give you clarity, because you may not be seeing things really clearly right now. So there's just a lot of tricky different elements here. I do feel like you're going to move on from a situation. Like, you're trying to make a decision about something, and you're trying to move on and do things. And I feel like, you know, you're going to make up your mind. You have the Ace of Swords. Some of you have been single for a time, and maybe you're done with being single, okay? Some of you are newly going to be single. Finally, you're going to have like no strings attached, nothing holding you back. Some of you have karma, because the Eight of Swords is karma. There's two cards about karma. One is unfinished karma, and then what's crossing you is finishing it. So for whatever reason, if you don't get what you want, whether it's, let's just say you were waiting for a raise, or you were trying to decide about doing something, or you were, I don't know, trying to make a decision, then I feel like you have to be careful, because when you have negative karma regarding money, that's when you don't get what you need to from, say, a lawsuit. The universe takes it, okay? So something is given to you and something is taken away in this situation. I also do feel that you need to be careful that you do learn the lesson. Because if you don't learn the lesson, or you don't think clearly about what's going on, then you may just repeat the same negative pattern, which is, I feel like, getting involved. You may be involved with a married man or woman, okay? Because you have these two other cards. Or it's your partner, that is, okay? Could be your partner. It may not even be you. It could be your partner. And you have this, okay, so you see my little bracelet that says love there? Anyways, that's what you need to focus on, okay? So you have the Two of Swords, which is the Bloody Wanker card. And then you got the Devil, okay? Together, I really don't like the combination, okay? All you need is the Liar, Cheater, Thief card to make it complete, okay? The Eight of Swords is karma. So you're incurring karma if you are involved in one of these situations here, okay? If you are, say, single, you know, I feel like you have had issues in relationships, and you aren't making good relationship decisions, and you will continue to not make really good relationship decisions in the future. That's the bottom line. I don't feel like most of you who are watching this are single. Some of you are single, and I feel like you really focus on the career path, and you are heavily blocked by the Two of Swords and the Devil to be in a new relationship. I don't feel like you are following your intuition. I feel like you're not willing to let something go. You're not willing to move on from something. You're not willing to understand that I want to say not everything lasts forever. I mean, there's something about you needing to move on very strongly here, okay? It's about seeing the potential with someone who has run for the hills, because you got the Five of Wands here. And you may be the person that's run for the hills. Someone else may have seen potential. You may be like a Sagittarius guy and have two different ladies. You got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords and the Eight of Wands person, okay? So 3 different ladies potentially, okay? 1, 2, 3. One's a Libra, one's like a Capricorn, Aquarius, and one's a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. There's a lot of distrust here, okay? And so either you, like, say you're watching this for a Sagittarius male, that person is not interested in a relationship with you. That's how I feel. They're not interested. They've run for the hills. They don't want to do it. They don't want a relationship. Their answer is no, okay? You need to accept that that's where they're at, because you're giving all of your power away to this person. And this person doesn't deserve it, okay? Because that's the devil. That's the devil being in control. That's the devil holding onto your heart. That's the devil saying, you know what, I've got your heart and you're not going anywhere. This is also temptation. Temptation to be with someone who you're not supposed to be with. To have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a bloody wanker, also known as the asshole, also known as somebody who's emotionally unavailable. Say you have some planets in Sagittarius, right? You're emotionally unavailable. Whether you're a guy or girl, you are emotionally unavailable. You're not open to a relationship at this time. Later in March. And you may be, the devil may be a person, or the devil may be you're chained to money. You won't do anything without money. And what you need to do is you need to break up with them. You need to weed them out of your life. You need to, use your sword of truth, which is your tongue, and speak your truth and say, hey, listen, this is not good. This is not going anywhere. Someone may like you, you may like someone, but it's not a match. It's not a match made in heaven. It's a match made in hell, because you got the devil here. Hashtag match made in hell, okay? And this is a karma card. So pushing forward in this relationship isn't going to work. You can't. You can't move forward. It's time to learn whatever it is that if this person taught you something, anything, it could be little, small, whatever. Hold on to it and treasure it, because that's what the relationship was all about. That's it. It's not about happily ever after. It's not about a long-term commitment. It's not about getting married. It's about none of that. To me, this is a married man. It feels like a married man to me, but it could be a married female too. It could be someone that you're interested in. Like, say you were married, okay? Say you are maybe still married, but your divorce is finalizing. And, there's a lot of issues there. There's a lot of issues. Maybe your partner cheated on you. Maybe you cheated on your partner. There's cheating issues here, because the devil plus the two of swords, that's, to me, someone is emotionally unavailable. There's restrictions. They're in another relationship, okay? And the devil is temptation. Okay, the devil is being tempted to do something that you shouldn't do. It's being selfish. It's to be greedy. It's being, all the 7 deadly sins. This is an alcoholic. This is a drug addict. This is, you may be in love with a drug addict. Okay, let me just put it that way. You may be in love with someone. The Sagittarius won't give up. Sagittarius has that fire energy that won't give up. They won't give up on somebody because they see the good in somebody else, because they don't believe that, say, a drug addict or say someone who has alcohol problems is hopeless. They don't see it being hopeless. They always have that positive, like, it can happen. And you're being too naive, okay? It's sort of just like, you're not seeing the negative aspects here, okay? You're not seeing how going down this road is not leading to a relationship. Going down this road is leading to issues within, if you have a relationship, more issues within your relationship, more distrust, more problems, more, arguments, more negativity, more fighting, more trouble. So if you are involved or about to get involved with someone who's married or want to get involved with someone who's married, run the other way, okay? Run the other way, run fast, run furious, run hard, get the fuck out. Like, peace out. If you are in love with a drug addict, you need to love yourself. You need to love yourself. You need to stop looking for hope where there isn't any, okay? In a way, you're clinging on to hope. You're not clinging on to him or her. You're clinging on to hope. You're clinging on to hope that they'll change. And the thing is change needs to come out. It's a personal thing. So you can't control them. You may also have some planets, strong planets in Capricorn or Taurus, even Aries, and for some of you it's Aries. I don't feel a strong Aries vibe here, but I do feel strong the fire energy. Could also be Leo too. There's temptation here. There's temptation, and there's also alcoholic issues, drug issues, just negativity that you don't need. But again, you won't let it go and you don't even want to hear it, because you still see that they loved you at some point, or you still see that the potential for you to have a relationship. What needs to happen, bottom line, is you need to love yourself. You need to love yourself. All that love and affection you're putting into them, you need to love yourself. There's a lot of videos out there on how to love yourself. I do suggest you watch my video, my love letter video, because it's about loving yourself, and you write yourself a love letter. That's kind of what I see. You may also want to say you want to be friends with this person, or you want to hang on to the friendship. No. Like, no. Like, you need to cut this person out of your life. You think that this person is Mr. Right, but they're not. And there is another person out there for you. I want to say there is another person. You don't believe that there's another person. I just feel like you are trying to make something. You're trying to make molding something out of clay. And there's nothing wrong with trying to help someone, but this is not getting you a relationship. This is not going to give you a relationship. This is not going to build into a relationship. And I feel like you are tempted to sleep with someone. I feel like there's a strong element of you having sex. To me, it's about sex, honestly. You should watch my sex and relationship video. I don't remember what I said for Sagittarius, but I just don't remember. I really wish I did. I've done some videos, so many videos in the last couple of days. I don't remember. I feel like your Mr. Right is coming in the future. I don't feel like your Mr. Right is here. I feel like you need to accept that whoever this is, you need to let them go. Okay? That's it. Stop talking to them. You might not even communicate. You might get to a point where you stop communicating with them. There's someone that's been communicating with you. And by communicating, don't take that next step. Don't fall back into texting them again, okay? If you've broken up, or if they're in a relationship, you found out they're married, or if they're unavailable, like they you know, you've been, you know, texting before, and then, you know, all communication stops. Don't push forward and continue to text them, because that gives them power, okay? That you're just giving all of your power away. It's interesting. The eclipse is going to bring about some positive things through negative things. So the negative thing, the number one thing that I see happening for you, Sagittarius, is the loss that you're going to feel is more heartbreak from a relationship that ends that you didn't want to end. Or a heartbreak from somebody who's not good enough for you, or heartbreak, or just somebody who's broken up with you, or someone who's giving you what I call the axe, someone who's not communicating with you, okay? And this is going to upset you. You're going to wonder why the hell that happened, and you're going to want closure, and you're going to continue to text them because you want closure, but you're not really ever going to get the closure. So you need to close it yourself. You need to kind of like, you know, seal yourself into your own little hatch and lock it from the inside, you know, and say, no, you know, you're going to let them go. You know, you don't need them, you know. They need help. They don't need you. They need help, okay? So that's kind of how I see it. And some of you are going to have some positive moments because of some old legal stuff that's finally getting wrapped up. That's been cooking for a long time, or a divorce that's finally finalized, and you're free, and you're going to feel really, really free. Don't go back. If you have somebody else, let's say you've been, like, your divorce finalizes, okay, and there's been somebody that you've been sleeping with on the side for a long time, long-term love affair, whatever. Don't continue to sleep with them. Move on from that as well. I know it's going to be hard, but you got to do it. And if you are also, like, let's just say, like, you're finally free and single, don't get involved with somebody who's married. Like, that's also another thing. Don't, because then you haven't learned the lesson. And then karma repeats itself. And it's just not, it's not good, okay? It's not healthy. The good news, I do feel like if those of you who are looking for work, I feel like you are going to find work. I feel like you're going to be working, and there is a strong work focus. I do feel like there's a strong Capricorn connection that you guys have. So there's someone that's involved with a Capricorn, but I don't necessarily feel like that relationship is going to go anywhere. I just don't. Some of you, if you are in a positive relationship with a Capricorn, message me, and I'm asking for videos of you and your partner doing like a little video about how your relationship's great. And I'm going to put it in like my little testimonial section. I might even create a whole new page on my website for happy couples. It's going to be the happy couple, you can do a hashtag happy couple video, okay? Because I feel like this is what we need in the world. We need more like people that come together that really love each other. We need more love in the world. That's like the bottom line. So that's all for right now. Thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing, Google Plusing. I really, really appreciate it. I send you big hugs, big kisses, and I will talk to you guys again soon. I wish you guys all the best. Okay, take care.